Hi, my name is Abhishek. I'm a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So today's my topic is data privacy and cybersecurity policy shaping the legal outsourcing landscapes in India. So before proceeding with the topic, I request you please share my videos and subscribe the channel LexClick. So as we know, many companies wanted to outsource legal support services to Indian offshore vendors, but they were reluctant. There was an inherent fear that the sensitive data and information shared for business purposes might be stolen or compromised. So let us talk about what are the data privacy rules in our country. So in 2011, India's Ministry of Communication and Information Technology enforced new privacy regulations under the IT Act 2000. These privacy regulations were known as Informational Technology uh, Rules 2011. So the law was brought into force immediately and resulted in the significant ramifications in the way other companies did business in India. The client advisory holds the review and description of this law. This law sent across a message to the companies who wanted to outsource the services to India. So as we all know, that we currently didn't have any data protection laws as Europe Union has GDPR. So companies are outsourcing and sharing our and collecting our data on regular basis, and without the consent of the user, they also trade this data to another companies to for generating revenues. So and when the when the GDPR comes in European countries, this sort of things was stopped and restricted, and companies are held accountable for their misuse of data and how they collecting the data and how they preserving the data of users. So in this law, which was aimed at ensuring improved data security, imposes both civil liability and criminal punishment if the privacy of client is breached. According to the law, no personal data or information can be disclosed without written consent from the client, and it is also necessary to disclose any resultant wrongful gains or losses in a contract. So the laws in India are even more stringent, and that in the West, and if an Indian LPO fails to provide data security and confidentiality of client data. So LPO is here means a legal processing and outsourcing. So it is considered as a criminal activity, and the LPO company is subject to civil and criminal liabilities and sections. Initially, when the law was imposed, several LPO firms feared that the cumbersome formalities of getting a written consent from client every time data needs to be availed might be a deterrent, and client might refrain from engaging an Indian LPO. So, however, these fears proved to be totally unfounded. The collection of personal data abroad by Indian companies will not come under the new rules, because Indian companies will collecting this data on behalf of the customer who is abroad and governed by the law in his country. So I'm quoting. So the Mr. Kamlesh Bajaj, CEO of Data Security Council of India, quoted that this means that the data can be easily seamlessly shared between client and the legal support service provider. And however, from this point, and any kind of data transaction, distribution, or data leakage and theft of client information is governed by stringent laws in India. So in this scenario, it has become mandatory for outsourcing organization to be prudent when disclosing client data or any other proprietary information to their clients. So consequently, in last few years, the IT industry in India has also grown in leaps and bounds, and hence informants of cybersecurity is order to protect the sensitive information that is shared online was the next possible step. So let us talk about the National Cybersecurity Policy. So in July 2013, the National Cybersecurity Policy was put in practice with an intention to curbing the cybercrimes and improving cybersecurity. So the policy lists several action items like companies should be encouraged to designate a chief information security officer who is responsible cybersecurity, and sensitive areas like cloud computing, social media, and mobile computing should be made secure by developing legal framework that address cybersecurity concern across these platforms. So global collaboration and cooperation in this should be in this field should be improved, and in order to determine the best the best cybersecurity practice and prevent data theft. So high level of development in cybersecurity matters should be encouraged by promoting research, fostering education, and conducting training programs. So then the Communication and Information Technology Minister in India, Mr. Kapil Sibal, had pointed out that the putting this policy into practice would be challenging. He also opined that it was imperative to make sure this did not cause any kind of disruption and destabilize the economy. So this policy will not just affect the LPO sector but will also prove to be pivotal in catalyzing the growth of BPO, KPO and IT sector. So let us talk about future of LPO and the growth prospects. So experts have predicted that the LPO industry will grow by 1.3 billion US dollar in 2015. So according to US based research firms, the Forrester legal process outsourcing in India can bring around 4 billion in the next 10 years. So the Indian LPO market has grown 27.7% from 2010 to 2040 and is poised to become a major sector for outsourcing the incoming years. So every year the number of individuals graduating as professional lawyer is also exponentially increasing. So more and more graduates are seeking jobs in India based LPO. So LPO organization hence have a harmonious combination of seasoned lawyers who have experience by their side and the new age comes law graduates who are technological savvy and proactive and fearless. So due to these advantages, experts think that it is a very tough for LPO organizations from other Asian countries to compete the Indian counterparts. So potentially of Indian LPO organization is enormous and international law firms, corporate legal departments and legal counsel are eager to tap these potential to gain optimum benefits. And some of the most popular legal support services outsourced in India include research support, e-discovery services, contract and drafting and revising contract, management litigation support and legal research to name a few. So to conclude, we can say that now the overseas law firms and corporate legal departments are assured that there are stringent privacy laws and cybersecurity policy covering the LPO in India. So as a result, the Indian LPO organizations are increasingly attracting legal support work from overseas, and clients often send across representatives to audit the LPO operational centers and after due diligence of outsource their requirements. So that's it. Thank you.